Welcome to Toy Boy Federation. I am your host, Maximum Croonage. Today we are going to be going over the new, very rare, hard to find Sensational Sherri figure by Mattel. I've been waiting for this one for a long time, having to make do with the Jakks Pacific line, just to have her standing by Macho Man Randy Savage. But now, at last, King and Queen can stand side by side, as they always should. Let's open this thing up. Good thing I don't plan on getting rid of this thing. I really have waited a long time for this. Oh, whoa. Very different material than I was expecting. Very crinkly. First things first, love this head sculpt. Love it. The fabric for the ring attire is super weird. Very bizarre. Not at all what I was expecting. Feels like a fake flower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scratchy.
Yeah, it's scratchy. So, something I gotta say right off the bat, I do think it's pretty dirty that this is the first one, and that the only available Mattel figure for Sherri is a impossible to find one. Like, it shouldn't have taken this long, and it should be way more readily available. Like, you know, just for the woman herself, like, come on, man, she's worth having, like, a figure out on the shelves. Like, why did this have to be such a hard thing to do? So, anyway, I digress. Back to the figure at hand. Alright, so Velcro on the front. Oh, this is fun. This is a fun figure. I like the little bow kind of stitch in the back. Very simple figure, especially once you have the fabric off. You know, truth be told, I'm not crazy about the fabric. You know, kind of hard to complain. I love the fact that this figure exists so much that I'm willing to, you know, overlook a lot. Tiara is removable. Same kind of general effect as like removing like the shades off of the Macho King here. Together again. I mean, I think the main draw here is the head sculpt. Really like the head sculpt here. And then something else that'll, you know, I usually don't do because I don't really collect Jakks figures. Let's do a side-by-side on the Jakks version of Sensational Sherri. Similar height, which is actually kind of remarkable. Obviously, the Jakks one is a little bit more sable and build than the real Sherri. I don't know, was she spilling out of her bodice like this?
I hate to say it, but her body looks more accurate in the Jakks one. Because she's not that thin.
That petite?
The, like, stomach region looks more accurate.
She does look skinny here in comparison to this one, but you also got to bear in mind that this has, like, the rubber around it. So, I mean, if we were to strip away this bodice, she'd probably be just as skinny. I agree. I think that she probably had a little bit more meat on her bones than this. This is more the, like, finely toned, you know, women's division champ, like, kind of WWE superstar that we see nowadays. But yeah, I gotta agree that this is perhaps a little on the skinnier side than how she was. But the bust on this one is pretty over the top. I guess the only other comparison I would say in terms of what really captures the essence of Sherri, she does seem very benign here. Whereas, I gotta be totally fair here to Jakks. Facial expression here is a little bit more accurate. Prettier, more accurate in terms of like having a little bit of a sneer. I like the fact that she's got a little attitude here. This kind of goes back to what I was saying before, which is this should not be the only Mattel Sensational Sherri figure. I think this is awesome. I like the fact that this is, as somebody who purely really collects the Mattel stuff, it's nice to have a canon version of it to go with the rest of my stuff. I don't like mixing and matching Jakks and Mattel. So I'm happy that this exists. That being said, I want to see a Sherri figure with more personality, with a little bit of a purposeful ugliness to it, just because she would contort her face, make herself look grotesque. So why not make her look a little nastier? I think Sherri should be nastier. That aside, I do really like the figure. I would say if Mattel made an additional Sherri figure, then I think you'd have the conversation of, oh, which one do you get? Like I do for the other videos. If you want a Sherri figure, you're gonna get this one. So,
or you may not.
Or you might
so
not.
So hard to find.
Yeah, exactly. Or you're never gonna find it, and so you're gonna have to get it from a scalper. Do you want to see this or not? They look great together. It's awesome. Yeah. Alrighty, cool. Let's get into some pros and cons. Finally, about time. Great head sculpt. Lacks attitude. Great ring attire. Disappointing dress quality. A high quality build, but shaped like a current WWE superstar. Alrighty, that's our episode. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Toy Boy Federation. Have a solid one.